So I just heard that those that have been banned from the Twitter sphere are going to be allowed back on. And I very well may come back. If I can get my old account, that would be amazing. Because I have a lot of content on there that I really I really enjoyed making. I really enjoyed sharing, and a lot of information is on there that, you know, wouldn't mind going back and seeing everything that I had and starting to rebuild. But if I have to start from scratch, I'll be honest, I have to do some praying on that one. But the fact that we might actually have a chance to have actual free speech online again, real free speech in America, that gives me hope. So, Elon, good job, homie. Hopefully it'll work out for our benefit. Now, I understand that the Orange Man ain't going to be coming back there, which is fine, because we got True Social. So open that up for some Android users, huh? That'd be great, please. Love to be able to play around in the truth, expressing truth and freedom of speech, getting out real news, because we are the media nowadays, folks. Mainstream is lame stream. They ain't telling you anything real. It's all propaganda, emotion based, telling you how to think. And that's one thing I really enjoy about the movement that has been started, and many people, my friends, and that we hang out, is that it's just basic facts and information, and then you do the research yourself, come up with your own conclusions, come up with your own decisions, your own thought process. That's a beautiful thing many people take for granted. Like January 6th, mainstream media hits you with all kinds of emotional rhetoric and tell you how to think and tell you what to do, tell you how to feel about it. They put in loaded words and key phrases that they know are going to trigger some emotional response from you. And unfortunately, too many people just eat it up like it's gold. But the thing about free speech is that people have the freedom to spew out garbage. It's up to you to make your own conclusions. It's up to you to do your own research. So hopefully, being allowed back into social media and getting the truth out there will waken some people up to realize they've been lied to. Because if you don't realize it now, you've been lied to a lot for a long, long time. Really, a couple generations. January 6th was a protest to protect an election integrity, to speak up, the use of free speech as a weapon in informational warfare. Because the first casualty of war is truth. And if you can keep truth alive, you still can gain victory. Because in all honesty, truth doesn't have to defend. You don't have to defend it. It defends itself. It stands on its own. People just need to work to be able to do their own research. Because the moment somebody tells you how to think or tells you how to feel about a certain subject, it's automatically propaganda. And if you just lay down and accept it, then you're just basically laying down and accepting defeat. Keep that in mind, folks. This is like the wild, wild west of information. And for those content creators out there Take this responsibility to heart. If we are the media, then we need to verify the information that we give. We need to stand up and help push the truth out there in a way that can be digestible. And don't be telling people how to think about it, how to feel about it. Give them facts. Draw concise pathways to a conclusion, as in A can lead to B, not A is awful and therefore C, D, E, F, G are all conspiring against it, so therefore it must be B, garbage. So donate and give to my Patreon. Knock it off. Trying to make money off the backs of people that are too ignorant to do their own research, and they're listening to your half-hearted opinions of your lackluster research yourselves. And I'm not calling out anybody specific, but you know who you are. One of my biggest pet peeves is saying, I have big information to drop later, so give me money now and I'll tell you what it is, because it's exclusive to my Patreon subscribers. Oh man, does that drive me nuts. You got a bombshell bit of information, put it out there for free. You don't have to pay some exclusive rights to know the truth. That's ridiculous. It's just people trying to profit off the ignorance of others. Sheer laziness, if you ask me. Anons are anonymous, right? And I don't mean the hacker activist group that's led by the freaking three-letter agency spread propaganda anyway. I'm talking about those that remain anonymous online or that have been anonymous on the boards, the Chans, the Pepes. They give out that info for free and don't even care about recognition, let alone making money off of it. Take that to note. The men and women that have tirelessly dedicated their lives to researching and acquiring truth and facts to spread out to the public, to those normies, so that they can understand what life is really happening around them. Those are heroes, in my opinion. And of course, you have shills and trolls and grifters, you name it. That's why it takes work to do your own research. Discernment, right? And true discernment, not just understanding the difference between right and wrong, but the difference between right and almost right. I don't know if you guys understand what paid opposition is or disinformation agents, but their goal is to twist the truth. So they give you a little bit of nuggets of truth here and there, and then they throw in a zinger of a falsehood, try to throw you off the scent. I mean, just look at this Russia-Ukraine thing. You know, war is never pretty, and I'm not for either side, to be honest with you. But the mainstream media has definitely picked a side and told you who to root for. Huge red flag should have been when Hillary, Obama, and every other leftist cuck is trying to tell you to support Ukraine. Yeah. Nobody mentioned that the Azov battalion in Ukraine are nothing but a neo-Nazi paramilitary militia. Fact. Oh, but Zelensky's Jewish. Okay. Then why is he wearing Nazi symbols on his uniform? See something at face value, dig deeper. The Azov battalion was actually a known neo-Nazi group. Charlottesville, the perpetrators of the Charlottesville violence were actually trained and connected to the Azov battalion. You know, those neo-Nazis in Charlottesville, the ones that Trump completely disavowed time and time again, but the media refused to hear it. Kept telling everybody, "Oh, he supports the neo-Nazis." No, he didn't. He blatantly said he wanted nothing to do with them. Time and time again. That's kind of what I'm getting at, folks. You're fed little bits of truth and a giant bowl full of lies. Stop letting other people spoon feed you. And hopefully those that are going back into the media and social media, especially the twatter sphere, be responsible with it. Hope to see you there. I'll give you an update if I'm able to get my old account back, and if I decide what to do. But honestly, right now I have bigger priorities of dealing with the federal government in court. Pray for me. Pray for those that are under the same thumb and boot of Uncle Sam, because they need it. They've been slandered by the mainstream media and painted out to be the neo-Nazis when it's actually neo-Nazis that are framing them. But that's an argument for another day. They sing the national anthem every night at 9, despite the adversity that they face. They can find that resolve. So I ask everybody to sing with them, to stand in solidarity with those that are willing to sacrifice everything they have for truth, integrity, to have a safe election to protect our nation and its values. Those that have sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution. Sing with us. Sing for freedom, right? Hopefully it'll catch on one day. Well, at least I hope it catches on before they bury me under the prison. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hope to see you.